What's going on, guys? I'm feeling really good today. Feeling really good today. We got baseball back in the air. Things are finally feeling like spring here in Wisconsin, even though that when I'm saying this right now, it is like 35 degrees outside. But I don't care. Baseball is in the air. Um, Milwaukee pulls off a ridiculous game last night, being down 3 runs in the ninth inning. What a great game. What a great game to watch. So I wanted to get into a few things today. I want to get into what is different about this Milwaukee Brewers team and what does this Milwaukee Brewers team need to be great. Um, let's start off with the first one. What is different about this Milwaukee Brewers team? I think it's just the general belief that the Brewers can make a genuine run this year. I know a lot of people are saying, and I'm hearing it a lot, listening to some of the sports talk radio stations, the local ones that are saying the Brewers don't have the pitching. They're not going to. They're going to fall short in these areas. They're going to miss out on the big prize at the end of the season. If they make it to the playoffs, they're going to be one and done. They're not going to make it all that far. And I hesitate that point only just due to the fact is remember what happened last year? Everybody thought that the pitching staff was going to be garbage. They actually came out and they surprised a lot of people, and they're the reason that we stayed in a lot of games down the stretch while our hitting just went, you know, drought, Sierra Desert, dry, and it was just bad, and they kept us in games. So I say give us a chance. I know Chacin had a really bad game yesterday. I'm thinking that's just due to the fact that the San Diego Padres, they've seen him before. They got the scouting report. They know what he likes to throw. They know what situations he likes to throw these pitches in. So I have a feeling, you know, they they knew the code. They to Chacin. They knew how to break him. They knew what he was going to throw when he was going to throw it. So give Chacin a chance to come back out and redeem himself in the next outing. Also, case in point, Corey Knable, he blows a save in game one, and in game two, he just shuts everybody down. He closes the door. I think he had 3 straight strikeouts, and he blew the doors off of everybody with like 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So I'm not really worried about it. Um, the only thing that makes this Brewer team different is I think the fans feel the genuine belief, so I think they're going to be backing them. I think home games are going to be ridiculous. I think it's going to be I think they have a chance to do what they did in 2011 when they had the best home record, and I think that's going to be due to the fans. So I encourage everybody to get out there and support the crew. Let's get them into the playoffs. I know it's a big game coming up on Monday. We got back-to-back big series against the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs, and as we all know, Chicago Cubs and St. Louis Cardinals are going to be right there at the end in the division, and a lot of people say, hey, it's early on in the season, but when it's division games, these games matter, especially when it comes down to tiebreakers and so on and so forth going down the stretch. Um, Also, I think the players just really are just driving into the season. I really believe that there's going to be zero quit. I mean, it could have been really easy for the Brewers to say, okay, it's only game 2 of the season. Let's wipe our hands of this one and let's get back at it the next game and let's win the series. But no, they're thinking this is the opening week of the season. Let's make a statement. Let's try to go out and get the sweep. So what are we going to do? We're down 3. We got crushed by their closer in the game before, but I think the San Diego Padres made a vital error in the first game by letting their closer pitch 2 innings. And I think the Brewers got the inside drop on him with a little bit of arm fatigue going into the second game. And I think the Brewers also knew what was coming, especially Ryan Braun. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but in game 1, he had runners in scoring position, and he struck out on the high heat. So I think he knew going into that at-bat on the 0-2 pitch that they were going to throw him the high heat, and he just sat on it, and he clobbered it. 3-run bomb. Love every second of it. Give the ball to your closer. Tell him that, hey, I know you had a bad outing last time. Hey, go get him. Go get him. And that's what he did. He went and out, and he closed the door. Went out, closed the door. So that's what I think is going to be different about this crew. I think it's going to be different from the fans' point of view. We think this Brewer team can take us to new heights. So if you're a skeptical fan, that's fine. Keep saying to yourself, hey, let's wait until the All-Star break, and then Brewers can be in first place at the All-Star break, and then you'll say, hey, remember what happened last year? We blew that 5-game lead. Hey, let's wait until September. Keep saying that to yourself. But if the Brewers actually, exceed your expectations, give them a clap. Um, acknowledge it. Don't say, hey, the wheels are going to fall off. Just try to enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the ride this year, Brewer fans. Also, what do the Brewers need to do to be great? And that's just not give up on yourselves. And I think that was the classic case in point of yesterday. They could have just packed it in, but they didn't. They played hard. They played to the best of their abilities, and they never gave up on each other. I mean, I love the chemistry of the Brewers. They're always, in the clubhouse. If you watch the interviews, they're always messing with each other. They're always having fun. It doesn't seem like they're not having fun, and I think that's what's going to drive them is because the overall support of this team. And I know the Brewers have a ridiculous amount of depth at first base in the outfield. It's just a ridiculous amount of depth, even into the pitching staff. Even though a lot of people say that we don't have a lot of depth. But even if you go into minor leagues, we have about 3 pitchers that we can call up and potentially put up 5 to 6 innings on a given day because of an injury. And we still have Jimmy Nelson coming back. So this team is in a great situation. They have great depth. I'm looking forward to the Brewers giving us a good ride, giving us a good summer. And hey, let's go into fall with this, guys. Let's go into fall with the Brewers. Let's put the skepticism aside and let's change it up a little bit this year. Let's be a little bit optimistic about the Brewers this year. I'm excited. You guys should be excited. And if you shouldn't be excited, go back and watch last night's game, because if that doesn't give you excited about baseball season, the Milwaukee Brewers, and what kind of year this is going to be, you're out of your dang mind. So let's all get excited, Brewer fans. Let's all get up. Let's all watch the game tonight. 7:10 first pitch here Central Time. Let's get excited. We're going out. Brent Suter, I think, is on the mound. Let's get the sweep. Let's go into Miller Park feeling good about ourselves. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not already subscribed, feel free to check out the Facebook channel, Shirley Sports. And as always, see ya.